Ordi went up by 208% in the last 7 days. Now, Ordi is not a token on Ethereum, it's not its own blockchain, it's nothing like that. It's an inscription on the Bitcoin blockchain. And because of its exotic nature, a lot of people did not take advantage of this rally. Now, on this channel, we talked about Ordi 6 months ago. This is when the BRC20 tokens, so the tokens on the Bitcoin blockchain, started to take off. This was the initial hype in May, and this is the current rally. This is the number of transactions, of BRC20 transactions on Bitcoin. Ordi was the very first of such a token. Ordi standing for ordinals, and there are quite a lot of other tokens as well. This is BRC20.io. 214 tokens are being listed with a total market cap of already 1.4 billion. Now there's something very interesting here. Look at the trading volume. This is ordered by trading volume, and Ordi has 668 million, and the token that comes afterwards has only 1%. 6.7 million of that trading volume. Why is there such a huge gap? Why is almost 99% of the trading volume just on the Ordi token? The answer is centralized exchanges. The technology itself is actually very cumbersome to use. If you don't want to use centralized exchanges, but you actually want to use the technology, you have to go to Uniset.io, use their proprietary wallet, and then you're trading those ordinals, those BRC20 tokens, in batches. This feels very similar to NFT trading. You put in your offer and you hope that somebody accepts that offer, or you take somebody else's offer. You have to do several transactions. It's very slow. It's generally not very nice to use. But then came the first centralized exchange, Gate.io. And Gate.io allowed you to trade Ordi directly on their centralized exchange. And here came then all that trading volume. Look at how many transactions are happening here. The order book is actively moving. There's way more happening here than directly on chain. Now, where did this recent rally come from? Again, a centralized exchange listing. You can now trade Ordi directly on the Binance futures market. Now, this is very interesting because a lot of people get excited about this new technology, but they don't want to learn the new technology, so they simply just trade on the centralized exchange. The volume, the trading that's happening there is way higher, so you can, as a centralized exchange, simply manipulate the price on-chain very easily and then move the market according to exactly what the opposite is being done on the futures market. In other words, if a lot of people bet on falling prices of Ordi, then Binance can simply go ahead and buy the tokens on-chain. It doesn't cost them too much because the liquidity on-chain is so low. They can influence the price massively with just a little bit of capital, and they can then liquidate all those people that bet on falling prices. There are impacts on the Bitcoin blockchain for sure. The transaction fees do spike up every now and then. This was the first BRC20 run in May. This was the recent run. But as said, the on-chain activity is way lower than what happens on those centralized exchanges. I have my very strong doubts that BRC20, so the tokens on the Bitcoin network, are going to become any kind of standard whatsoever. It started as an experimental project in the first place, and now when we look at the trading volume from place 1 to place 2, everything below Ordi is so much smaller. We can really see that there's no adoption happening here. If you're currently trading Ordi, be it on Gate.io or on Binance, you have to be aware that you're playing against the house. You're playing against the very large whales, and you're hoping to beat them at their own game. I personally stay away from this. I don't have a crystal ball either, but I'm not trusting Binance to pump up the price forever. It won't take long until there's another flavor of the day, and then all that capital that's currently in Ordi will simply just move on to the next big thing. If you've got Telegram, feel free to join us. Link is down below.